listening to Modern Male Radio with Jerod Zavistoski, right here on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Jerod Zavistoski, and you're listening to and watching Modern Male Radio. This is all the stuff your mama should have told you and the stuff your daddy never knew. And joining me tonight, we've got special guests, Lynna Baculo.
Hello.
Jessica Lee.
Hi.
And Erika Degraff, right, but we're going to go for Degraff as short, yes, with French Vendetta Couture.
Yes.
So perfect. You can take the headset off if it's messing with your hair. She's got some fancy hair tonight, so... I feel for her because I have some pretty fancy hair too right now. I just got it cut, so I'm feeling a little fancy. Feeling a little fancy. Do you guys like my hair?
I do love it. I like the classic men's cut. I like that's come back.
It's fantastic, right? It's fabulous. So cool. Tonight we've got a whole bunch of like really neat stuff to talk about. And I've noticed like we used to have these like really big themes for shows and stuff like people would drop out at the last minute, have to replace people last minute. Or people would get on the show and have nothing to talk about the actual subject matter. So kind of just, I always gauge and see what kind of chemistry the guests have beforehand and go, okay, this is what we're going to talk about. So today, I think we're going to be talking about, and we want some fashion tips from you because, so I'll go through. I introduced you guys, but I didn't really talk about what you do. So you're a first AD and...
I am a professional dabbler, actually.
Professional dabbler, okay, yeah.
I do a lot of wardrobe assisting, first and second AD. I kind of do everything. In the office, I do production.
Jack of all trades.
Exactly.
I hate it when someone says master of none. I'm like, fuck you. No, I'm a jack of all trades, and I'm a master of all that shit. So yeah, screw you. And Jessica?
I am an actress. I do modeling.
You're acting so shy for being an actress. You gotta speak into the mic though, sweetheart.
Let's see, what else do I
Just
do?
get on it. You gotta deep throat it.
Oh, I create.
You really gotta, yeah.
Sorry,
you must project. There you go. So you're an actress and a model, and a host of sorts. No.
I'm a host of shorts, and I do a nonprofit called Reading to Kids.
Oh. I wonder what that's about. What an interesting name for a nonprofit.
Based on the name of it, Reading to Kids, I'm guessing we take them deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with books. Oh, interesting.
I think we should look into that.
Cool. And Erika,
Yes.
So you are...
I am Erika Degraff of French Vendetta, so I have a styling brand. So with that, like I style for a lot of editorials such as Vogue, Harper's Bazaar. I do a lot with television, so we have that in common with Empire. And
oh God, their fashion is on point on that show.
So I do stuff with Empire as well as like different other films and music videos. So I'm with you on that. I know how important the job of an AD is. So thank you.
I'm 29 right now, but when I turn 30, so now I'm getting out of I'm literally gonna enjoy this one last year, and I'm gonna wear all of my tank tops and kid stuff that I can. And then when I turn 30, I'm going Lucius Line on you motherfuckers. It's gonna be suits all day.
All day, every day.
And I saw some of the suits on your website, so I was just like, yeah, that's awesome. Like, so many good things.
It's amazing. Like, I definitely give a lot of thanks to like all of the designers here in LA, New York, as well as in Chicago and overseas. So hello to London, if you have London listeners. So.
We do. We have a few. I have a lot of German listeners and a lot of Argentinian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It's kind of odd. It was like, yeah. Yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is I want to talk about professionalism in the industry. I mean, you guys are really pretty girls, and you guys are kind of dealing with the film industry all the time. Do you ever get hit on and find it like inappropriate, appropriate? How is it? How does it work? So I think like the film industry is one of those things. It's like until you're in it, you have so many ideas about it, and the whole world thinks about the industry as this like, whoa, what is that sparkly bubble over there? This is impenetrable thing. Mm-hmm. So what's it like being obviously strong, beautiful women in the entertainment industry?
Not so glamorous.
No?
Not at all.
Not so glamorous. Yeah. No, it's a tough balance because on one level you're a woman and there's a dynamic there, and then if you're in a position of power, a first or a lead costumer or anything like that, it's
difficult.
Yeah.
It's definitely difficult, especially I would say like working with music artists. music videos.
Yes, 100% I concur.
Yes. So basically, I mean, definitely when you deal with like rap videos, you have the girls and things like that. And then when you are a lead stylist, they sometimes will categorize you to be in that same aspect. But I think like once you put your foot down, like here, dude, I'm here to do my job, nothing else. I think they respect it a lot more. But it's definitely very interesting.
It's also tough because sometimes they want to do like small talk, and you're like, I'm literally have 15 people waiting for answers from me right now, and you want to talk about your favorite color.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Do you come here often?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Yeah, no, I thought that was interesting. Like, yeah.
It's like I
Can
don't
we
have
get coffee
client
later?
agency director.
It's always
all my
the coffee.
time.
It's the coffee invite, and I'm like, where do you want to go? Craft services? Like, you just ask me to go have a date at Crafty.
Well, and it sucks because I don't drink coffee, so I'm always like on the outs with that. People are like, you don't drink coffee? I'm like it has the opposite effect on me. Like, I don't get really amped. I get kind of like, I get a little jittery, but for the most part, I get kind of tired afterwards.
Really?
So
You have a big crash.
yeah, I think it's a sugar crash. But then again, I'm not drinking like regular coffee. Like, we get a mocha frappuccino because basically it's a milkshake for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
You're drinking sugar with a little bit of coffee.
exactly. Now I'll triple shot but then at that point you're walking out with a $10 ice cream shake, and it's just like, what? Who does that?
Yeah.
I don't get it at all.
Will Ferrell and Night at the Roxbury. He does that.
So what about being an actress on set? Do you find that you get hit on by a lot of producers and directors?
Normally they seem to keep it pretty professional.
Okay.
Being union, I'm very blessed.
Mm-hmm.
It really helps avoid a lot of those situations. However, sometimes lines can be crossed or things can be a little misconstrued among other talent or crew, or, just things happen. People are on sets together for a really long amount of time when you're spending anywhere from like 12 to 14 hours together every single day with this group of people, or even for like a concentrated few days with these people. You really get to see their personalities. People see what they like, what they don't like, but when they see what they like, they start to get a little suggestive. You're like, hey, you're over by my trailer. It's the women's trailer. What are you doing here?
Okay, that's a little awkward, yeah.
Or when they do the walk to the car, or the wait, then walk to the car, and you're like, there's security right over here.
Yeah.
Okay, but then they're like, so you do yoga and coffee. I do yoga and I drink coffee. I think you and I should hang out or go and chill at the beach.
So is it
sometime. Okay, no, it was really nice working with you today. It was so great. Enjoy. Good luck. I'll see you on the next shoot. Run away.
The awkwardness it's palpable.
Yeah.
Do you find that because I've actually heard this a lot, and I don't want to jump onto a stereotype, but I've heard a lot of the male actors, the better looking male actors, are complete vacant tool bags with zero content.
Like my eyes.
Do you find that to be the case? Would you say 70-30, 50-50, or is that not true at all?
Okay, so you have a little bit of both on every side.
Mm-hmm.
You have some who very much love themselves and the way they look, and their mirrors are their best friends.
They're just sitting over here blue stealing it all day.
Oh,
Question, do you think this makes me look better from this angle?
I think the
or
other
this angle? Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'll let you know if you hit a bad angle.
Do you think I need a nose job though? Seriously? Look at my nose.
It's really hard to tell because right now you have a mic as a chin.
I
I
like the
whole
slope.
proportion is completely off.
All right. No, I was being completely hypothetical. So what's your experience? Because you've worked behind the camera a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on the other end of that.
Yeah, it's really tough.
Yeah?
I got into ADing really early on. And as a woman, they look at you as soon as you arrive there, and they're like, who are you sleeping with to be here today? And it's like,
Very
okay,
patronizing.
I'm literally telling you what to do today and where you have to go. And if you need anything, you kind of need to come to me. So
Yeah.
let's play nice. And it took a long time for me to maneuver my way because at first I wanted to be seen like all the other people on set, just like another crew member.
Just be seen not as an object.
Yeah, or just as a woman to be treated differently. So you kind of want that same respect level. So at first is I try to really put on this tough exterior and, you know,
Which doesn't necessarily get you the results you want.
No, it
which is
doesn't,
interesting.
because then people start getting like, why does she have a chip on her shoulder? Why is she being such a bitch? You know, why is she on her monthly?
And
like,
then,
there's all types of things.
Oh my gosh, I know. And that gets brought up so many times.
And then if
When did
you
it become
desexualize
okay?
yourself, then you almost become you devalue yourself in
Yeah.
some way in people's eyes. So then they start to see you as like, okay, get out of my way, and so I can interact with something else.
And that's kind of the turn I took. It was crazy. It's been like a weird evolution, because then so at first I was normal, then I went really tough, and I really tried to like no makeup, loose shirts, loose jeans, combat boots. You know,
Just went full Bull Dyke.
seriously. I shaved my sides, like I'm growing them
Yeah,
out right
wow.
now, but I had them like that for a long time. And after I realized, like, okay, now I'm not anything. Like, now I have no real flavor of my own. I have no real style of my own. It's like I'm faking this whole other thing. So I had to come through back on the other side and kind of realize, like, there are benefits to being a woman on set. You know, smoothing over situations. There's a lot of masculine energy on set, and sometimes just your presence there makes people more relaxed, which is really weird to say, but it's honestly true. When there's 90 guys there and there's only 3 women around, like, that's how a set is. There's 90 men and 3 women. And usually they're either talent or glam or, you know, in that vicinity. So it's very rare for, you know, anyone to be in a...
Interesting.
It's just
Yeah.
you get me? It's like a weird dynamic.
Yeah, no, I used to
but
work on film, like way back in the day, when I was a little kid. When I actually did have a career before this, slight one. But yeah, I mean, so I worked on film sets, and they're just so organized and structured, and it's like I always thought of it like the military. You know, they set up their boot camps. You know, camp today, boom, and they have this huge structure. Is it the same with some of the music videos you've done with the rap community?
It's definitely the same, because I will say, like, no matter whether it's rap videos to country videos, it's literally the same. Like, as long as you have the right people in place, which I'm blessed to say that all the right people have been in place, everything stays in control, just because, especially when it comes to music videos, there's a lot of money involved with the talent, so time is money, so they don't want to waste anyone's time, because, like, half of the time, like, either the cars are rented or like the location is rented or something, so you have to move fast. So everything's been pretty professional up to this point. So I'm 4 years in, so we shall see. I haven't had a bad experience yet, so.
So thus far, everything's been good. That's awesome, because I mean, I always wonder if there's a difference there. You know, I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. You always kind of like, you know, you don't get to see inside that world, which is why we have this show. So if somebody were to hit on you on set, what would be your number one thing? What would be the way to win you girls over? Give me one thing if someone were to walk up and hit on you on set.
How they would win me over?
How would somebody win you over on set?
A quick, witty comment that's going to get my attention. Something interesting, quick, and funny. Something that's going to make me smile in the moment that doesn't take away from the time of what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, just to get my attention. Because at some point when I do have time, I'll want to come back and, like, revisit that comment. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
So I think that it's important to add there is a quick witty comment in passing.
Yeah.
Not a staged quick witty comment, not a quick witty engagement, a comment while somebody's walking away. That's one of those things, guys. It's funny. I've been online, I've been reading some of these forums and these guys, and they're talking about all of these different things, and I'm like, oh, hold on, we got a caller. Hello.
Hello. I think I may have the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Yes, you may. That does happen occasionally.
I mean, we could have talked to her about stuff, too. I'm pretty sure she'd know.
Yeah. But one of the things that I think is so important is kind of always, doing things in passing, leaving people their space and their ability to come to you. And that's kind of one of the things that I teach with Modern Male is always be attractive, kind of always be within somebody's reach or grasp, but never intruding on their space or pushing. You're just kind of always there flinging nice things or funny things or whatever it is. they can see you, and if they want to come over, they can. Oh my God, this woman is calling back. Hold on.
Yay, no,
Let's
she
talk
wants to
to
talk
her.
to us.
Hello? Who is this?
Hello, is this a talk show?
Yeah, this is LA Talk Radio. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you? Is Dr. Val there?
What's that?
Is Dr. Valerie there?
You have the wrong
She
show.
stepped away momentarily.
You're on LA Talk Radio. You're on Modern Male Radio right now.
Okay, this is the number that she gave.
So when you're on the website right there, just look at the look for the number with channel 1, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
righty,
you.
bye-bye.
Hi.
One time we got the power company and they were calling up. We were talking about the Department of Water and Power, and they called us. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
It was one of the weirdest things. No, generally I don't take callers, but, I just kind of figured it was for one of you guys. But cool. So what's your one thing? How would somebody win you over?
On set,
Yeah,
with food or coffee.
food or coffee. So the coffee thing works.
Be like, look, we're in the 12th hour. Everyone's like melting. It's a long day. You're tired. And then someone's like, oh, I don't know, the grip who's been nice all day that you just been like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, do you want coffee and food? I'll bring you coffee and food. And goes back and brings you hot coffee and snacks. And you're like,
I think, yeah, or even just to bring it without asking you.
oh,
Here you go.
like hero status. Like, guys, you want to be a hero and you work on set? Just like start being that guy who's like, I'm gonna bring you a snack or like a
You got a
coffee
stimulator
or
and feeder.
Bring
Hold on, one
the
more.
girls
I
back
ca-
to life.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
How are you?
You have such a deep voice.
Are you men going
I
to
just
have a
wanted to
deep
call
voice
and tell
contest?
Lynna that she rocks with a shaved head or not.
You got a secret admirer. Oh, wait, do you guys know each other?
I think I know who this is.
Yeah, we do.
Awesome. Rocking it out. Do you have a question?
No, I just wanted to tell the ladies to please keep informing us because I'm on set all the time and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, of
This is
course.
what we're doing.
We would love
This
to
is what we're
help
doing.
you. And then maybe you could be the like on-set guy guru that all the other dudes come to.
He already is the guy guru.
Yeah.
I know exactly
Possible
who this is.
career options for you in the future. All right, boss, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for calling in.
On set already.
Ciao.
Awesome. Yeah, wow, it's just coming today. Well, it's crazy when I first started doing this. There was buttons and there's calls and there's people, and it was just like, and I have ADD like a motherfucker. Yeah. So I was over here like, I can't do all this, so I just stopped taking calls. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna, People are like, oh my God, your show must not be that popular. Nobody ever calls it. And I'm like, he calls all the time. Just don't take them, okay? I'm gonna Ron Burgundy the fuck out of you when I see you. Yeah. So what would be your number one thing? Like, what would be that thing that gets you kind of excited?
I don't know. I think I'm with you on the wittiness. I think like when I'm hired for a job, I'm just so like in the zone. I'm so focused because like soon as someone comes and just steals my attention for that 1 second, I'm like everything like spirals out of control.
Yeah.
So just something that is like witty and just leaves me thinking about them and and then maybe coming back later. That's pretty much it.
It's like a boomerang. Just got
Yeah.
Well, and that's it's funny because I mean I'm a dating expert, and we it's funny. It's funny for me to say that. I'd be like, oh, I'm a dating expert. I have a show on dating. I wrote a book on dating, but that's one of those things that I teach people. Because there are programs out there like how to meet a girl, make her fall in love with you, and sleep with her on the first date or on the first night or whatever. And one of the best things that I've noticed, and other people that I've noticed that are really, really kind of good with women, they don't ever push. They don't ever try and close something. They kind of consistently charm people around them. And maybe it's this person's first time, maybe it's that person's 7th time. And it just kind of all circles around to where you're cultivating this kind of primered, engagement with women, where at any time it's just like, okay, boop, you don't even have to try. It falls in your lap. And sometimes I'll do that to people, where I've gotten them so primed that I know that they're interested to the point where now I'm going to try and see without doing anything if I can make them like physically rape me. And it's one of the most enjoyably fun things that It's like a new hobby. Well, it's not a new hobby,
How can
but
I get them to rape me?
yeah.
When they do,
Just-
you're like, woo!
Yeah, just because I mean that it's just so much fun, kind of being in that world and that engagement, and when guys they have the opposite end of that. They come from this place of scarcity, and they're, they think that this one engagement, this one girl, and there's everything in the world, and they get so just like just choked up with this one thing that they literally just fall over this girl, and they totally miss their mark, and they're clumsy as hell. And it just blows everything up, and then they get frustrated, and they're like, "Well, fuck girls," and it's like, do you know? Yeah, it is, and it's sad because they're these young guys.
And I'm just laughing. They're like, oh.
It's like you got it. You get what you earn, bitch. You reap what you sow.
Exactly.
But I mean, and that's just it. It's reaping what you sow. It's actually like kind of consistently. Like no game. Just be you, be cool, consistently think of and get to know that person. I mean, in order to make a funny comment, you have to have observed the social instances that both of you are in. Mm-hmm. And for you to have observed what's going on and to have laid something that's relevant to this time, place means I was observing you, our situation, and how it pertains to both of us. And that's you're relating to that person. Same thing with him bringing you food. He's saying, I noticed you in this environment, and I understand that, I get you. I get where you are right now, and I know that you must be thirsty or hungry, so I'm going to bring you some food. It all has to do with relatability. So, those are my tips. What about dude's fashion on set? So this is great because I brought a fashion expert. No wrong answers, guys. But what about fashion on set? Like, do you guys notice a person's fashion immediately? Like, or is it?
I feel like fashion on set should be forgivable, and because half of the people there are there to run around and have a crazy schedule for 12 to 13 hours. Mm-hmm. They need sneakers, they need comfortable clothes, they need clothes that they can move around in and stay warm when we're shooting at night. Yay, puffy North Face jackets, everybody's you're like, anytime you see a group of people, lights and puffy North Face jackets, you're like,
That's a production.
shooting at something. But it's,
Apple boxes.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that. I feel like those are their work clothes.
Yeah.
You can kind of pull in pieces of you. Mm-hmm. And then for the talent side,
you're being told
we
what
are
to wear.
told what to wear.
Yeah.
They are like, here is your outfit for the day.
Yeah.
Have fun. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just completely forgivable because it's a production. And
Definitely.
I think for the most part, but honestly, I mean, I know that I'm not cute on set. I know what I'm wearing is fully functional.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, I buy things that are functional that still have a little flavor to them. Like, my puffy jacket isn't just a black puffy jacket. It's like a burgundy one. And like my combat boots aren't regular. They're like 3-tone leather ones.
Yeah.
Like I try to add a little zhuzh to
not
it.
be super sloppy.
But like to judge someone harshly about
You
like
can't
what
do
they're
that
wearing
on
on
set.
set, you
No.
can't.
It's
like,
unfair.
I'd like
It's
to
so
see a little
unfair. It's so
flavor
unfair.
if they want
Yeah.
to wear like a cool shirt and it says something funny or like.
I don't even
It's
see
just-
that, to tell you the truth, because most
Oh,
of
I
the time
do.
it's like you're on set for like 18 hours, so it's like you don't want to wear a suit and tie
Yeah.
because I mean you can't really work in that. So I think
Yeah.
I don't judge too harshly when I'm on set
No way.
because they have to be comfortable. I'm the one
Okay.
that they can't be comfortable.
But it is impressive. It is impressive when someone can stand out on set, though.
That is
that
true.
has happened to me before. I'm like, damn, he looks sharp. And it's been 14 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I am sweating. I have my mascara running, and he looks fantastic. Like, that's
Nice.
happened to me a couple times.
For
too.
sure. So it's
Always a pleasant
surprise.
surprise.
So what about offset? So now let's get into some fashion tips and stuff. 'Cause I told
So
you
in
guys
real
this
life.
is
In
fly
real
by.
life.
In
Yeah.
real life, going to real life.
I mean, it depends. It's like, okay, like I'm definitely a type of person that no matter what, like if I see you on the street, it is definitely about street fashion now. So like men are wearing suits no matter what.
Yeah.
Tailored jeans, tailored pants. To me, that's amazing. But to some women, they don't
Sexy as
care.
I'm one of those women.
Yeah, some women it's like, okay, if you have your rocker tee on and your ripped jeans, hey, you work for me, But I think since I am all into fashion, I expect my guy to be as well. So I don't know. I think it differs.
So interesting interjection to that. I've always kind of, for me, like fashion is fashion. So as long as you make sure that your clothes fit, I'm okay with it with the guys. There are some definite fashion faux pas like fedoras, or just don't ever wear them unless you're Cuban and from Miami. Then you can wear them, but. You have to be both Cuban and from Miami to wear fedoras.
And I think in Miami.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah.
I'm Cuban from Miami, and I still will not wear.
She does not have that
you get to wear it in Miami, but I feel like a suit is such an easy way for a guy to go from a 5 in fashion or a 4 in fashion to a 10,
10.
Yeah.
and it's idiot proof. You literally, you can go to any suit store. You kind of
Not any.
not any.
I was about to say, like, you can't just put on any suit.
I don't mean like the used nasty suit stores,
No, but
like the.
the fit on you is really important, and that's what guys miss.
Okay,
Exactly.
like
And the accessories too.
Hugo Boss, Armani, like suit stores.
Yes, exactly.
Like
I mean, you
Banana
can-
Republic. I'm not talking about the buy 5 get 1 free.
But you
at
also
the-
have
down the
like
street.
Suit Supply, which has definitely been the number one place that men like on a budget have been going
Yeah.
to. You know, you can buy a really nice tailored suit for like under $500. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
which is really great.
Supply? Yeah.
Yeah, Suit Supply.
Okay.
So
Or
yeah.
just go and get last season stuff. I mean,
Or you can go get last seasons and get it tailored. Like, there's nothing wrong with thrifting. That's another thing most men have told me, that they've been going to thrift stores and they've been buying suits and just getting them tailored.
Yeah.
So that's another
Tailoring
alternative.
is a big thing.
Yeah.
tailoring is the only thing.
Yeah.
Man, look at this.
For years and years and years, I couldn't figure out how suits look so good on some people and so bad on other people. Every time I try on a suit, I'm like, why is it all baggy and weird? And people were like, oh, tailor. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And now it's like, man, if I get an article of clothing, not an article. I generally only use a tailor for suits, but
Yeah.
I've used tailors for jeans. I've used tailor, like if I really love a pair of jeans, they kind of fit funny, I'll take them into a tailor and get the waistline mat,
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh my God, you got such a nice ass. I'm like, I know. I got a great tailor. But yeah, tailoring your tailor should be your best friend. And the crazy thing is, it's not expensive.
It's not at all.
It's like $10, $15, and all of a sudden your suit fits. Or like
Maybe in LA, but in New York it's a little bit more
yeah.
expensive.
Well, for like a general take-in or whatever, it would be $15.
15, okay.
Out here to get like a full suit tailored, I think the highest I paid was $50.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nice. Where?
It was on Hollywood Boulevard. I used a place on Hollywood and I used a place on Melrose.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, just don't go to Beverly Hills and it's not gonna.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
Yeah, they don't overcharge you.
All right, man. So it's all about suits and tailors in 2016.
Yeah.
But yeah, so suits are a very, very easy way to take your wardrobe from like a 0 to a, but they're expensive. So.
But even a blazer, like what most men miss is the fact that you can actually dress up and dress down a blazer. Like just throwing it over a nice t-shirt
and
and
jeans.
jeans,
Yeah,
like
100%.
you are good to go, you know?
Yeah,
Like
you just
it's,
went.
yeah.
Shoes matter too.
Shoes definitely matter.
Oh man, see, I'm not the type of person. I don't need someone to be fancy all the time. I don't need button-up shirts. I don't need suits. But the shoes, like, don't take me to dinner in a pair of New Balances that
Wait.
you use on set.
Yeah.
But New
Like-
Balances are in now.
No, but hold on. It's a difference if they're like brand new, fresh
I'm
out of
feeling
the box.
mildly perplexed.
like it's a difference between they're fresh out of the box
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
true.
nice and clean, and you've been wearing them for 3 years on set for 16 hours a day. That's a different
Yeah, that's
story.
true.
Like
I mean, New Balance might be in, but I would say never wear cross trainers on a date. Just
No.
that would be my.
that's my thing too. Like I like.
I don't care if they're right out of the box. You don't wear cross trainers on a date unless you're going in complete streetwear and you're doing it well and you've got the right accessories
Exactly.
and
Or
it's kind of
unless you're
street
going
hip.
to like a park or doing something physical.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe okay.
Yeah.
But like
Let's
we're going
apply
to dinner.
logic in this decision.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of men never take the time to go, oh, hey, I might need this. And the second they need it, they go, oh, shit, well, this is all I have. And they never go, they never take that moment to go out until it's already too late because they don't care until they suddenly care. And then they're like, crap. And then they end up getting the girl without the stuff because they don't have the stuff, and they relayed that idea to her, and then she's responsible for taking them to the store, and then he's back to, well, I don't care, and then they fight over it, and then finally she wins, and it's this horrible dynamic. So yeah, it's super interesting. So what about you, Jessica?
What about me? What?
What about if a guy's gonna take you on a date? Like, how important is fashion to you?
I would like them to dress themselves accordingly based on what we're doing. Don't wear a suit if we're supposed to go hiking.
Okay.
I may look at you and say, oh, you don't think you're going to be a little uncomfortable in that? Hint, hint, hint.
Yeah, that'd be a little awkward, huh?
Don't meet me at the symphony wearing like gym pants that are dirty and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, I understand sometimes you just want to look like Eminem and roll out and mess some stuff up and be like, I'm going to make a statement at the symphony. Okay. Not necessarily going to be one of my favorite moves, but honestly, unless it's really bad. Ooh, I just thought of a really bad one. Okay, guys, do not ever wear a t-shirt that says the F word on it when meeting your girlfriend's parents.
Yeah.
So, kind of a tip for guys: just don't wear shirts that have words on them.
But you know what? I will say.
I don't care if you own them. That's fine. You can have whatever words you would like on your shirt. But in meeting your girlfriend's parents, maybe not wear those shirts.
Does this come from personal experience?
100%.
Did this happen to you once?
I can't make this up, okay?
Gee. So what was your exception, Erika?
No, I will say that if you guys have been following like the fashion industry and things like that, like men have actually been stepping it up for the last like 2 years now, especially since they are becoming more of a focal. Men are becoming more of a focal in the fashion industry, especially since now women's fashion is kind of mirroring men's fashion.
Yeah.
So I will say that I will give you guys a hand because you are trying for the last 2 years. Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Good job.
Good job.
Except for the guy with the t-shirt.
That t-shirt thing was bad. And honestly, I don't really care what other people wear. If you want to wear a furry onesie and go out, it's
You'd
LA.
actually
Like,
be better off in a furry onesie.
than that shirt. No, but we see everything out here.
Just make sure your
and
clothes fit and you don't have like my biggest
just
pet
do your
peeve
thing. Like, let
is
it
having
express you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, don't just do your thing. I would say don't just do
with discretion.
Yeah.
Always dress appropriate to an environment. And then one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are out with jeans that are a little bit too big for them or whatever, and then their pants are hanging over their shoes and it's kind of sloppy, and they've got like that pant that's covering most of their shoe, and it's like, I get it. They want to wear jeans that are comfortable. They also, like the boot thing or whatever. But I'm just like just take that. Get it a little bit finer cut.
Yep.
And then stick that right into your boot. Yeah. Like always up.
I have one worse for you.
What?
When they're big on you and you get to see all their underwear.
What?
Ooh. The baggy look.
Yeah, the jeans that are way too low, that they're like below peak.
Do people still do that?
No, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
The
Yes,
sag
I haven't
went
seen that
out
in a long
and it
time.
is making a comeback.
Oh my
Really?
God.
No, I've seen
Yeah.
it with skinny jeans.
Sagging
I've
with
seen
the
it with skinny
boxers out
jeans.
is
Thank you very
totally
much.
bad.
Okay.
That they let the skinny jeans
Oh, yeah.
okay, I've seen
I have a
that.
friend that
with
does
the
that.
whole- Come on, you've seen it.
I have a friend that does
They just
that.
revamp it every couple years, like
so
with a new type of
fun.
pant.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's
they
all
got
it
smart and they started wearing black underwear. So it's black underwear with black jeans. And yeah, so there's that. And then there was also like the poopy jean thing for a long time with that
yeah.
drop crotch thing.
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
just like,
I was like, wait,
we're going
what
to
is
find a way to
what is
sag.
the booty jean?
Well, I
Kanye
believe
West
them.
really kind of made it
Yeah.
popular, and then he did it. He was wearing them in the the in Paris video.
Oh, wait,
that was my official beat.
The pants kinds of thing. Oh, yes. Okay, no.
It looks like somebody took a giant shit in their pants and it's just kind of hanging down in there.
I don't want to be in that hanging down there region.
No one wants to be down there.
Sounds terrible.
I would be very terrified if you did want to hang out down there. That was like.
I would be terrified too.
But I know girls that love it. They're like, oh my god, it looks like he shit his pants. Like, I want to marry him.
See, so they like it. They'll go in.
Yeah,
Avoid.
but I mean, I question their sanity anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's funny because I really didn't think that sagging was still in, but it kind of is in the rocker community of all places. With the skinny jeans and stuff. Yeah, I just wear jeans that fit guys. That's what girls like. That's what girls will
love that.
always like.
When in doubt, a good pair of jeans, a good pair of boots, and a white tee or a black tee. That'll do it.
Yep.
Do it.
White tees are actually
Leather
kind
jacket,
of a universal awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I know people that I've literally given that advice to. I'm like, if you are stressing about what you're wearing every day, make a uniform for yourself.
Exactly.
Buy a couple pair of jeans that you like, a whole bunch of white tees, and some boots that you like. And
Levi's
Yeah.
and Calvin Klein's t-shirts.
There you
You're
go.
good to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just wash them.
Yeah.
And you can get selected colors of just the same shirt, and then you can also get V-neck. Be careful with the V-neck. You don't want to get to go too low.
Yep.
But a good V-neck is great. Check the fit, and then jeans and like 2 pairs of shoes. That's all any
that's
guy
it.
needs.
Guys are so scared of V-necks, though. I feel like so many guys are afraid of V-necks.
Guys are scared of anything that might make them come off as homosexual. Anything.
Yeah.
They're constantly running through the world asserting their masculinity because they're deeply terrified that someone someday could possibly think that they like dudes.
That's sad.
It is sad. So when you get past that and you start dressing well and you get past the first initial 2 years of hazing where people are like, "What's up, fag? What's up?" Get da-da-da. Then all of a sudden people start coming up to you going, "Hey man, where'd you get those boots?"
Hey, man.
Yeah.
It is the progression.
And it's funny because it's actually in the intro of my book. I talk about that and how it's more to do with people's inability to cope with things that are new to them.
Yes.
So if you go from being this way and then all of a sudden you're this way, they go, "Oh, that's new. What is that?" And men knock each other. And it's the way that we build each other. It's the way that we grow. Whereas women, it's very, praise oriented. You to get a woman to do something, you praise her and she'll do more of it. For a guy, you criticize him, tell him he can't do it, and he'll continue.
You
Yeah.
really don't know what you're doing with the dishwasher, do you? I mean, I don't think you can do dishes. They're amazing.
There might be something to that. Unfortunately, we're a little smarter than that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but I maybe I'll think of a tip for that, but I can't conceive of a way right now to get a guy to do dishes other than threaten him or other than takeaway sex.
Oh,
I feel like I'll give you a blowjob tonight if you wash the dishes. Like that would work for most
All right,
guys.
guys, go
that's
try
what I was
that.
thinking. I was like, that's some positive reinforcement that'll probably work.
Yeah, I'd be right there, be washing the dishes.
All right, Thursday night people, we gave you homework.
Or you guys wash the dishes together and take off an article of clothing as you go through the different stages. I've done
a good
that.
one.
I've had sex while doing dishes before.
See,
Nice.
fun,
Man,
I'm
multitasker.
telling you.
I'm pretty
Turn
impressed.
dishes into
Yep.
a fun game.
Bent her right over the dishwasher. Anyways, let's get to more
Sounds
pertinent.
about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
So what are some? Do you guys have any other tips out there for guys? Like any other personal tips we haven't covered? Anything that you think is really important? That just that's on your mind. That's been burning a hole in your head. I'm guessing no, since I'm getting always like.
I do.
You got
I
one?
have something. I was waiting for someone else to chime in, but
Go for it.
I've actually had a couple of these type of conversations this week alone. I have a couple friends that are going through some breakups, some tough things, and one of the things that I was talking about with one of my friends is this new trend of ghosting.
Oh,
Ghosting a girl. I
Yeah.
find that to be the most coward move ever, and I find it to be so popular. My friend even texted me a photo that GQ came out with an article on how to ghost, the proper
What?
protocol of ghosting.
that's
Wow.
Like that's a
I've-
real
I've
thing.
never heard of
that's
ghosting.
kind of chauvinistic.
We need to have a
So
chat
I
with
think-
GQ.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually like
Wow.
GQ. So for
I
me, when he
did.
sent me that photo of my
Yeah.
friend, he's like literally what we were talking about. Look, I found it.
Because
Like,
normally GQ has very, very supportive argument.
Yeah.
Like I was
need
actually.
to read this article because I'm not sure how I
it's
feel
called
about it
ghosting
so far.
protocol. It's ridiculous. Like,
Ghost protocol.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
yeah.
They're like, and I find that that's been like a huge trend. I don't know how many of my friends
So
have been
since you
ghosted.
don't-
I've been ghosted. Like,
Yeah, but so just so you know what ghosting is when you're into somebody, interested in somebody, or fucking somebody, and all of a sudden they just go radio silence on you.
Oh wow.
It's like the
Okay.
ghosted.
oh, you
Ghosting.
didn't.
I
You've
didn't
never
know.
been ghosted.
I never knew what a
Ghosts have
ghost
not
was.
made it to New York yet.
Lucky you. Lucky you.
The ghosts have not made it to New York yet. This is why. Well, honey, they're going cross country and they'll be there soon.
She's like, bitch, look at this hair. You don't ghost this. She's like, look at my fucking hair.
I'm like, no. Well, now I know what it is. Okay.
Now you know what it is. He will be aware.
So yeah, I mean, it used to be ghosted was code for. I mean, it wasn't called ghosted back then, but it used to just mean that somebody got a boyfriend, or they found somebody they were more interested in.
Okay.
So all of a sudden they just kind of like stopped focusing on you. But these days now there's actually like, it's basically a way to hit it and quit it. I mean, it's all it is.
No, and with all the apps too, like it's a way of like kind of more volume.
Absolutely,
you
because
know?
there's no emotional connection, so there's no responsibility.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
Oh, so
weird.
I
Everything
mean,
is misconstrued to the point where they're like,
yeah. I mean, at least have the decency to match somebody, maybe. But I mean, in terms of social media or at least like online dating, I think it's slightly different than if you've met a person and are talking to a person and have slept with a person. You know, maybe there's that. But one of the biggest things that I think that girls don't realize is that there are kind of a few things that happen that guys won't tell you. Just like there are a lot of things that girls will never tell guys. You know, there's tons of things that girls will never tell guys because they don't want to hurt their feelings. The same is true in that. So a lot of times a guy will be really interested in a girl, and you know it'll take him a long time to get there, and then he'll have sex with her, and he'll leave, you know, or he'll ghost her, and she goes, "Oh well, he just got what he wanted." Not necessarily. Maybe he got what he thought he wanted until he actually got it and realized that that wasn't what he wanted, and that there was something that you were doing that was kind of a turnoff or something. You know, there could have been, you know, some hygiene factors in there that you might want to pay attention to.
Not in this room. Not in this room.
But that's happened to me a few times where like I went after a girl and, you know, there was some hygiene factors, or she was just fucking nuts. And, you know, it was like a light switch. You get her in bed and all of a sudden, you know, you're being attacked by a cat. And it's like, and I actually had a girl literally do that where she started to purr and get all like, she did this for a fucking hour afterwards. And finally I was like, all right, you got to go home.
No.
Like you need to leave.
Purring
Yeah. And just like, and like licking yourself, pretending she was a cat. And like
after you guys had sex.
well past
This
the cuddle
is
phase.
Post-coital.
Yes. Post-coital.
and she was serious,
Yes. Serious.
not a joke, not a fun plaything.
She was very serious.
Did she think it was sexy?
I could probably. There was probably some part of it that was sexy. But then at some point, like I actually ran into her with another guy, and I remember just having the biggest shitty grin on my face because they were dating. So I was like, "Holy shit!" Because like you know that he either tolerates that or likes that every night.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at this guy going, "I know something about you that nobody else here knows." So yeah, we're almost ready. What's one thing that you want to tell guys? What's one piece of advice that you want to give guys? Go for it.
Be nice, be polite. Seriously, that's making a huge comeback.
Etiquette.
Be
Etiquette.
honest.
And call. Seriously, no, call. You want to get ignored, text, but call.
I'm a big advocate of that, actually.
Because-
I mean, once you've already established something with a girl.
Yeah, then you can go move to text.
Yeah.
But so much is lost in text messages that it's important to just start talking to them right off the bat. What if you learn that they sound like a parakeet and you don't want to talk to them anymore because it's going to give you a migraine? So then you're like, oop, nicely end that, and it's over. But you have to be able to see if you can flow and engage in a conversation organically by talking.
Perfect. And you.
I would definitely just say be confident. Like that is a huge like turn on for women. They love a confident guy. So just be confident, be honest, and you will get the girl every time.
Excuse me. I just like literally burped for a second. You said that. Yeah, it was like that was my turn and I blew it. So again, guys, one of the things that's really, really important when girls say confidence, that means go out into the world, get experience. You get confidence through experience. So the more women you talk to, the more comfortable you're going to be with them. The more things you do in life, the more sure you'll be able to do more things in life. It's really, really important because I didn't understand what confidence was. I had no fucking clue what that meant. And really just push yourself every day. If something the idea of something makes you uncomfortable, do it. Go out there and do it. And then do it again and again and again until literally the most uncomfortable thing for you becomes like the thing that you love. Mm-hmm. Take chances, take risks. Just make it like a risk factor. Like the risk factor is your fucking life.
Yeah.
I used to go out alone and hit on girls by myself all the time. And it's one of the things that a lot of guys don't do. Like they always have their wingman or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was because it made me so uncomfortable. I was, and
You're a brave man.
yeah. And trust me, there were some times when it didn't work, but actually a lot of times it opened up doors because people be like, "Oh, wow, you're here alone?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." Like I don't need I don't need cheerleaders. They'd be like, "Oh my God, that's so brave of you." And I was like, "Yeah, you know."
Already in that 1 second, he is now the brave one.
Mm-hmm. The fuck you, man, yo. All right, so where can people find you? What are you promoting right now? What do you got going on? And we're gonna go in order.
They can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Lynna B. That's
Okay.
my username. Working on all types of things. Big
Perfect.
Commercials, Toyota, Honda, all that good
Oh,
stuff.
you fancy
Possibly
now.
going to Africa, which I'm excited
What?
Very, very
Damn, I am in the wrong industry. Need me some Africa. Okay, so at was it Lynna B?
At Lynna B. And you could also, my website, LynnaBaculo.com.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm Jessica Lee. You can find me at thejessicalee.com or on Instagram at _Jessica_Lee. Yeah, got a couple really cool things going on right now. Ironclad NDAs, but you can still catch all of the other music videos and things that I just shot. And I'll be dropping a cool photo shoot on Instagram within the next week called Under the Sheets. And just closed on a Steve Aoki video the other day, so we'll be seeing that soon.
Whoop, whoop. You can find me on Instagram as French Vendette and Instagram, Twitter, like the whole 9 yards. And I have some really, really fun projects coming up. You'll also be seeing some more things from me from Empire in like 3 weeks. So stay tuned to that.
Wait, when's the new season?
The new season actually started filming already. So so you'll be seeing some things on that, as well as some more fun music videos. So stay tuned. Some high fashion stuff. So guys, there's a cool editorial coming only for the guys. So expect that too in the next week. So French Vendette, that's where you can find me.
All right, cool. Excuse me. I don't know what happened. It's all the water. Yeah. Yeah. So, and as always, guys, you can find us at modernmaleinc.com/radio. You can find all of our shows posted there. You can also find us on YouTube. You can Google Jerod Zavistoski or Modern Male Radio. If you Google Modern Male or methodology of the Modern Male, you will find us somewhere online. I am on Instagram at modern.male and on Twitter at Male Methodology. I'm really going to change everything so it's all flush and super easy for you guys. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but some part of me likes reciting it. It's kind of a tongue twister. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Modern Male Radio.
You're listening to Modern Male Radio with Jerod Zavistoski, right here on LA Talk Radio.